Good morning and happy day 6. I'm already dropping things of Vlogmas. Happy day 6 of Vlogmas here on the Ladywing Designs channel. My name is Zakia and good morning to everyone. Yeah, it is just now going on 10 a.m. We are awake. I'm sure that y'all can probably hear Baby Wing in the background. She is lively this morning. Sorry, I keep dropping things, guys. Okay, so I thought that before I head up front, I would give you a quick kind of intro for the morning, and then I will check in for nap time and probably sometime tonight after bedtime. So, last night after I checked in, I got the episode edited. We finished watching Sean Combs' The Reckoning on Netflix. It was pretty good. I personally just was wondering why certain things weren't mentioned that I know I heard when it came out, but blah blah. It was pretty decent. Learned a lot of stuff that I did not know. So yeah, we finished that last night while I edited the video, and I was working on squares the whole time while we watched it. So I finished weaving in all of the squares. If you are just jumping in on day 6, welcome in. I am making the Jethro cardigan by Tanis of Tanis Fiber Arts. And yeah, so it mixes crochet. Sorry guys, I'm listening to my kid yell also while trying to record. It mixes crochet and knitting. So the body is done in granny squares, and then the sleeves and the collar and everything, the ribbing at the bottom, are done in knitting. So I'm working on making all of my squares, and yeah, I got all the ends woven in on the gray ones last night. I think I only had a few left, and so I did all of those. Still dropping squares. I wove in all the ends from the brown on these, so those are ready to go. And then I showed the 10 black centers that I had finished last night, so I started weaving in the ends on those. I seem to have lost a black square, so I'm hoping that I just left it up front. I definitely had 10 last night. So I'm not sure what happened in between me filming and going to bed, but it's somewhere. I think it might be up front, in which case I hope my kid hasn't already moved it, because I'll never find it. Yeah, so that's what I managed to get done last night. I'm about to go work on my Freckled Whimsy Advent socks in this bag. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna get up to next. Figure out some breakfast, hang out with the kiddo, start watching football in the next hour. So yeah, this is day 6. I'm feeling pretty good about the day though. At some point, it won't be all crafting, because at some point I'll probably end up cleaning up, doing laundry, something, adult life. So I will check in at nap time. Okay, I'm back again to check in. It is definitely not nap time, obviously. It is nighttime. So we are post bedtime, which I completely missed. Mommy was exhausted and passed out on the couch. So yeah, I have been awake again for an hour, but it just takes me forever to wake up. Well, an hour and a half. But it takes me forever to wake up when I'm sleeping that hard, and I was kind of just grumpy and cranky when I woke up. So I was we'll wait to record. So I'm back now. I haven't gotten too much accomplished today because I have been exhausted. I did not get that much sleep last night because we stayed up so late watching Netflix. So, yeah, so I was pretty tired today. I cooked a little bit of food, was cleaning up the kitchen a lot today. So, yeah, just not a lot of actual crafting time, and then I fell asleep, so, like, I lost a little bit of time after bedtime, but it's all good. So, first things first, I'm gonna show my Advent socks, and that is the 6th stripe there at the top. So I'll hold it a little bit closer. So yeah, it's very similar to this color, but this one is more green and this one has more of a blue to it. And I think you can kind of see that there. I can, at least. I hope that it comes across where you guys can. But yeah. So that is day 6. The other sock, I think I did like one round on today. I have not, just did not work on them a lot earlier. So that is that. On the topic of, well, basically, where I'm going with this is I was getting a little bored of doing just the socks and the cardigan every day. I love working on the cardigan, and I definitely will not be taking too much of a break from it because I do want to get it done ASAP, but I don't know, I just like needed a change. It just felt like I was not getting all that much done each day on the squares, and so I needed a change of pace, which I'm going to show you in a second. But in that change of pace, I was thinking last night, remember this skein, if you watched day 1. This is Freckled Whimsy, Something Wicked This Way Comes. Freckled Whimsy? I don't know what I just said, but Freckled Whimsy is what I meant to say. I just felt like I said it wrong, and maybe I didn't. I love the tag with the little witch's hat. And there's this, like, fun eyeball, right? Like, random eyeball. Oh, no, there's another one right here. I guess I didn't see that one. But anyway, it's a Halloween colorway, obviously. And, oh, this is really good lighting to see those greens and stuff over in there. But I'm thinking about making a muscle burra out of this. So I'm not completely decided yet, but I think that's what I'm going to do. I really just kind of want this as a hat. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with the mini. I do think it would be fun to put it directly in the middle and have like a automatic kind of band there when you fold the hat up. Like knit, I would have to weigh this skein, which I always do anyway, but I would have to make sure I weighed it before I started, and like knit half of it and then switch to this, knit the entire mini, and then go back to this so that the black is in the middle. If you've knit a muscle burra before, then this makes sense. If I remember, I will grab my muscle burra when I come back to record at the end of the night so that I can visually show you. If you've made a muscle burra before, I feel like you understand what I'm saying, so that the contrast color like ends up in the middle where the brim is. If you haven't made one before and you don't know what the hat looks like, then it probably won't make sense, but I'll try to remember to grab mine to show you. So Lisa at Knit All the Yarn has been making some muscle burras out of DK weight. I think all of them were Freckled Whimsy, but out of some DK weight yarn lately. I think she got the DK weight version of the Advent skein this year, and she is doing a hat. She's doing a muscle burra hat. And on the other two that she did before this, she used the mini just like at the end. So like she knit all of the main color skein and then just switched to the contrast color and like finished out, you know, the hat. And then she just folds it on the inside, so like it's a giant swath of whatever the contrast color is, but like no one would ever see it because it's tucked on the inside. So I'm thinking about doing that just to make the hat a little longer, because I do find that per the pattern I would knit my muscle burr a little bit longer, I think. So I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to use this in the hat, or if I just don't want to use it at all and only use the main color. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what look I want to go for. But I'm thinking about starting that and knitting that up just to give myself something a little different, because I'm enjoying the socks as well, but it is getting a little like repetitive even for me. So that's that, the knitting stuff that I wanted to talk about. And then the thing that I actually switched to kind of change it up is some cross stitch. So I have this here, but which is the current project, but what I'm going to show you first is a recent finish. So the latest thing I have finished for cross stitch was this. And this one is for my mom. She quickly decided when she saw me stitching this that she definitely wanted one. So I knew immediately that I was going to be stitching two. And yeah, I got her to help me before I knew that I was going to give it to her. She helped me figure out some color changes that I wanted to do. And so this is what I ended up with. So I'm not sure what the actual, I didn't look any of this up either. I don't remember what the actual name of the pattern is. I think on the web listing, it said African Woman, and so that's just what I've been calling it, is African Woman. I love the negative space of it. That's what really drew me to it. I'll have everything, as usual, linked in the description box below, because I don't remember who the designer is, and I don't want to get it wrong if what I'm thinking is incorrect. So just look at the description box. But yeah, it's beautiful. I've already done my signature, which is like a big deal lately because I have not done it on the last few cross-stitch projects I've finished. So there she is. I did a brighter gray here as the hair highlights, because it made me think of my mom with how her gray hair looks for her. Yeah, so this one will be hers, and I love the red lips. My mom had that idea, and I think it's perfect. So yeah, that's my most recent cross-stitch finish. And so now I'm just stitching it a second time. I started it immediately after finishing the first, or pretty much immediately. So both of these, let me scoot a little closer. So both of these are on the same fabric, using the same floss, or most of the same floss. So this is 32 count light mocha Belfast linen from Zweigart. I had these last two pieces like left over from stuff way back in the day. So yeah, I'm using it for this because I really wanted the background on this to be brown. Like I didn't want it to be white because it is negative space, and so I wanted it to be something close to, you know, the actual skin tone. But also on a budget, so I'm using what I had in my stash. Yeah, so I think you can maybe tell here. The skin is 33, I'm using all DMC colors, so the skin is 3371. The hair is, so on this one, the main color is 310 on both of them. This one, the highlight color is 413. And on this one, I'm going to actually darken the like second color, to have it look like a younger person basically. And the highlight tone is going to be 37, or well, the second color. I don't know if it's highlight tone, shadow tone, technically, whatever, but the second color will be $37.99. And then the lips are $8.14. So just those three colors. The pattern is really enjoyable to work up. It has a good flow to it, just with how the hair and everything is designed with the two colors. So I'm really enjoying it. Don't ask me where I got the needle minder or the grime guard. I don't remember. I've had them for quite a while now. But yeah, obviously the needle minder, matching in theme. So that is what I have been working on since I woke up. I didn't bring my tablet with me. I think I've done about 100 stitches. I will have put up a picture somewhere I forgot to say it to kind of give time for you guys to look at it, but at some point as I was holding up this, I would have put in a picture of where I was before I started. I did take a picture. I didn't feel like recording, like I said, so I took a picture at least to show you where I started from. And yeah, I'm gonna go eat some dinner and catch up on some Vlogmas videos because I'm a little bit behind. So I am now seeing all the mess behind me. So sorry, not sorry, because this is real life. Yeah, hoodies and shawls and blankets and just everything everywhere. So I might actually this is a blanket and those are some shawls. I might just leave those there and maybe I'll show them to you later if I remember. So okay, I'm gonna go get some food and get back to stitching. It is just before 10 p.m. so I'll just try to come back sometime before the end of the night. Who knows how close to midnight it'll be, but I will check in with you then. Okay, so we're back. I'm totally late. It is past midnight, but I'm gonna go ahead and record still. So first up, this is where I am on my cross stitch. I was working in here on the hair. Yeah, so that's that. I did 193 stitches today and the project is at 9.2%. It's 400 and something stitches, close to 500 stitches total. I didn't look at that number. Okay, so that's the cross stitch and or the cross stitch that I did. And then I got distracted, so I love to watch, sorry, I'm trying to navigate on my phone. I love to watch Kat on Twitch. Her name is Blue Eyed Cat 81. I'll have her linked in the description box, of course. But I love watching her streams. She does co-working streams where she crafts, usually cross stitch, but she's also a knitter. And so she frequently does stitchy groups and challenges and stuff, like we all kind of dabble in at some point or another. And she mentioned a stitchy challenge that I had not heard of, and I think she recently found, and so she was telling us about it. That's the group, is a series of challenges by Cross and Crafts and that's the picture up here for it. She mentioned that, and I joined. And all she had said was that, you stitch through book series or whatever, and she was, gave some of the examples that are in here. And I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. Let me look up, what this is. And, yeah, very much interested. It's one of those, giant stitch all the way through challenges that will definitely take you a while. If you actually stitch to it, because we all get distracted at some point by other challenges. But let me pull up the file to kind of show you. So I'm going to do the Harry Potter one just because the options are the ones that they have up now, at least, are Harry Potter, Jane Austen, Lord of the Rings, and Chronicles of Narnia. I think it's just those 4. Chronicles of Narnia and Lord of the Rings have multiple versions. But out of all of those, I feel like the one that will keep me the most interested is the Harry Potter one, just because I don't think I haven't read Lord of the Rings or Chronicles, and I've only read 2 Jane Austen books. So I chose Harry Potter. So it says you will stitch through each chapter of each book within the original book series. So basically the gist of it is that you're stitching 1 stitch for each word in the series. And they have it for Harry Potter. The total for the whole series is 1,084,170 stitches. So I'll just show you this first page. So this is the start of Philosopher's Stone, and so they have it broken down by chapter and then by page. So when you're looking at pages 1 and 2, it's about this many words, is how they've got that broken down. And so they do, so they have each chapter broken down like that. Yeah. So I just got admitted into the group, I think yesterday. So I just thought about it and remembered it while I was back there. That's why I was late coming back to film, because I thought about it and then was looking at it and of course immediately went to planning. But I'm not going to show you that project tonight. Since this is the end of the video anyway, I'll just wait and show you guys that project tomorrow with where I started. I'll be sure to take a before picture, of course, because I need it for the challenge. Yeah, so that's what I'm about to go do. I'm glad I got a little bit of work in on this at least. I can't wait to have this one done for me. And then I won't show the shawls behind me right now, but because I'm ready to go get stitching for this challenge. I need to make my photo album with my starting picture. But I will at least show the blanket that was in my lap right now. So this is a habitation throw, but I'll details first and then I'll show. So it's the habitation throw by Helen Stewart of Curious Handmade. This was part of Knitvent from I don't know what year now. Knitvent is a play on Advent, and Helen did these. I'm not sure if she's still doing Knitvent, but it's like a collection of patterns that she does every year for the holiday season. I said I was going to talk and then show, but I felt like showing it, so there you go. I did not knit this during the holiday season. It's meant for like an advent, a yarn advent is what she designed it for, but obviously you can change it up and do whatever. I was in a club with Lolo Did It yarn. It was a Harry Potter yarn club, and I was in it for about half of the club, I think, and 3 of the colors that I had were this. I don't remember the names at all, and they were all based on quotes. I don't remember any of that. I'll have some of that information down below. But this skein, this one, the purple, and the blue were all Lolo Did It from that collection. And when I noticed them together, I was like, that's a perfect bisexual pride project, like waiting to happen. And then I also had this skein of Malabrigo from a giveaway that I had won on Twitch, actually. So I had been hoarding that skein because it was really special to me, because the person that I won it from, I also, like, I knew her from, okay, so I was in a virtual knit night group. I met her there, and then she started streaming on Twitch, and so I went to support and loved her stream. I'm very sad that she doesn't stream anymore. But, yeah, and so then I won a giveaway, so I, like, hoarded it for a long time because I really wanted to do something special with it, and it's so soft. But, yeah, it has blues and purples and pinks over in the skein. So I was like, it's perfect. And I also wanted to make this a little bigger than just the 3 skeins. So you can see I think I started with the pink. Not that it matters. It's a square basically. But yeah. And then in the pattern, I was going to say that I split the contrast color here. I just did half of the skein here, and then I cut and I did the purple, and then I just put the other half here, and then went into the blue. And then in the pattern, there are eyelet rows like every so often throughout the entire blanket, and I decided that I didn't want all of the eyelet rows, so I just did them around the color changes. So eyelet row, and then I did like the last of the pink, and then when I changed to the contrast color, I did, you know, a few rows, and then did eyelets, and then etc., the whole way down. So every color change has the eyelet rows, and I love it. You work in an I-cord border around the edge as you're working the pattern, so it looks really nice when it's done. And I mean, as you can see, it's a pretty good size. I love it. My kid loves it. I was going to show it to you last night, but then I realized when I got up here that it was in her room because she took it in there yesterday and we forgot to get it. So yeah, on that note, I think that's all I want to talk to you about tonight. I am super excited to go start this challenge, 1,000,000 stitches. There's no way that I mean, who knows, maybe I'll actually stick with it. I doubt it because I know me, but you never know. And I have a couple projects that I think I'm going to use for it. So we'll see. I'm not sure what I want to do. I'm thinking about just using this and continuing. Like continuing this, but starting this challenge instead of going to full coverage, because you can use anything. It doesn't matter, like, if it's full coverage, if it's 10 stitch, the whatever, if it's, 1/1, like, it doesn't matter. everything counts the same. You don't have to do twice as many stitches if it's 10 stitches. So yeah, I'm thinking about just using this to start on that. Technically, I was in the group already, so maybe I could use what I did today. I don't know. I'm also thinking about, I don't know. I'm not sure yet. So we'll see. I might just start with this right here. Maybe that's what I'll do. I think I worked it out just now. I'm going to start with this. And then when I finish this project, then I will jump to a full coverage project. Because I really want to pull a certain piece back out. So that might be what happens next for my cross stitch. But okay, I have to go or I'm never going to get this started. And it is well after midnight, so I'll be getting sleepy soon. I hope that you guys have had a great 6th day of December. I'm sending you all so many hugs, so much love. Yeah, enjoy in this month. I'm trying to soak it all in as it comes. Because let me tell you, I am very tired this month. So I'm taking all the happiness where I can get it. But, alright, enough rambling. I'll see you guys tomorrow.